Lisa Marie, Tanya, Unique. What's happening, girls? How y'all doing? How is y'all doing? All right. So as y'all can see, I got a different background. I'll tell y'all all about it in a minute. By the time my 15, 20 people get up in here, I am so excited and happy to talk to y'all. Now, this is the darker background. I kind of like the darker background. You can see me better. It seems like. Yeah, I kind of like that. So, hey, y'all, I'm so excited. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to share a little bit right now. I'm waiting till some more people come in and tell the whole everything. I was, hey, Sheila. Thank you. Yeah, listen, y'all. I'm happy in the motherfucker today. I ain't going to do too much cussing because when it's time for me to get remonetized again, I want them to check back and see I don't cuss no more, right? And I ain't doing nothing no more. But I was not in a good place in here, right? I was not in a good place, and maybe y'all couldn't tell, but when I replay my videos, I could see it in my eyes, right? So it was deep down up in there, but we'll get into that in a little bit, y'all. So right now, I am at my girlfriend Jeanette. You know, Jeanette be on my lives. I am at her house in a whole nother state, and all is well. Right? Now I'm gonna get on the details when it got 10. Come on with the 10 right away. Yes, y'all. And then I will, about 20 people get in here. I'm gonna tell y'all the story. But first, let's talk about Reggie Ray. Now, y'all don't know who Reggie Ray is. Y'all know about the people with the two names. Reggie Ray is the guy that hit the woman over the head at the Mississippi Brawl, right? Not Mississippi, Alabama Sweet Tea Brawl, right? That was Reggie Ray. But Reggie Ray, and we got to thank God for that. Reggie Ray, thank you. Reggie Ray only got a misdemeanor, okay? Now, they said they're going to start a GoFund, or people want to start a GoFund for his lawyer fees for his misdemeanor, or his court costs, or whatever. So, Reggie Ray only got a misdemeanor. All right, got that out the way. That's Reggie Ray, the hero in the Alabama Sweet Tea chair brawl. And do y'all see they got keychains? Who is it? Dollar General? Somebody got keychains with a chair and all that, child. They done went crazy with all the stuff, right? So we cool. We happy for Reggie Ray. 12 peoples. Come on, y'all. Come on, 20, so I can tell y'all my story. I'm so excited. I want to cuss. But I'm going to try not to cuss. Because, like I said, when I get ready to get remonetized, even though I think it's going to have to be 90 days because it's 30 days now, I ain't tried it yet because I got other stuff on my mind. But I'm going to try to see what they say, but I really believe it's 90 when I look back at the email. So, anyway, do y'all see that Ciara is pregnant again? And they're saying, now I didn't listen to the song. I don't know the song. I'm just going by what I read. Yeah, only a misdemeanor. So she's pregnant again. And they're saying that Russell, her husband, is responding to a verse that Future wrote or spit or whatever, rapped about. So now it's going to be 4 kids. Hers by Future and her and Russell's 3 kids, okay? Ciara ain't playing. She switched it all the way up. I'm tired of you thug mugs. I'm going to get me a good straight up dude that's going to treat me right. And that's that. And I don't blame her. You can waste your whole life on a thug. So that's what's that. What say y'all on that? Yeah, me too. Yeah, because it's hard. Like you get me, you just like street dudes and all that. They don't mean you no good, child. You gonna always be in turmoil and chaos. You know what I'm saying? Unless they reform themselves, which is very rare. They got to be damn near hospitalized, in bad health for that to happen. They do, don't they? They do. So yeah, y'all, I'm happy about my little setup right here, right? So this gives me ideas because anyways, I will talk about all that later. But this gives me ideas. I never would have thought to have a gray. People, it's nice. It's a great. I'm in our dining room. It's nice. Because I can see myself. Now, I don't have my other light. I only brought my small light. Yeah, he do need to grow up, but he's not. He's never going to grow up. because they ain't teaching grow up out there in the streets. They're not teaching that. Hey, Lorraine. I was about to say something. I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I was about to say something I got to tell y'all. But anyway, they're not teaching grow up out in the streets. So he ain't gonna never grow up. He gonna keep rapping and doing all that. That's good. They making money. But and you know, I don't really wouldn't say this to too many people, but a lot of times I think that rap and listen, I'm a hip hop her. I was there at the beginning. I am a hip hop head, right? If you go in my car, you're gonna hear it loudly. But I think that rap is the cause of the disrespect to women. Now we can talk about it, we can fight about it, but I just think that's part of the cause, right? And then women rappers will disrespect themselves as well. You know what I'm saying? And I understand it's all about a coin, but then it turned into a lifestyle. It turned into people's brands. You know what I'm saying? And that's just not cool. That's just not cool. Come on, 15 peoples. Come on in, y'all. Come on in so I can spill the tea. Come on through here, right? Now, listen, something tragic happened. Hey, Golden. Something tragic happened. Shine, my girl, Shine. What's happening, Shine? Shine, you just be shopping. I want me a husband like Shine. Shine just shop all the damn time, right? And that black dress, I just watched a video. I don't know when you did it. It was recent, either yesterday or today. That black dress was real cute. Real cute. Did y'all see where the black female doctor, I gotta say that, right? The black female doctor decapitated the baby during childbirth. Can't tell you what city. I think it's Atlanta, but I ain't sure. Decapitated the baby doing childbirth. Now, can you imagine you having your baby, you giving birth, right? And the people pull the baby out and the baby head come off. And they didn't even tell her. She didn't find out till they went to make the funeral arrangements. They didn't even tell her that. That's what's even worse, right? And what's making even more worse than that, the baby gone, the mama devastated, the daddy devastated, is it was a black female doctor. She gonna lose her license. It's over. You went to all that schooling. You done went and did all that schooling. You gotta do something else now, right? That's tragic on so many levels. I'm saying how that. Well, it was tight. Yeah, the baby was tight. The birth canal, the baby was tight. What she should have done was had a C-section. That's why people have C-sections. That is why the baby is too big, or either the baby too big and the birth canal is too small, and it's not stretching, or both, one or the other, or both, right? And so you kept pulling the baby. She didn't ask for help either. See, when you're in a situation, I don't give a damn if you're the mechanic. If you're in a situation, you can call your bro man mechanic and say, hey, come here and help me for a minute, right? She was just doing it all on her own. And that's what happened. And then they put the baby, what I don't understand is why the girl didn't say, because, when you have your baby, the baby cry, even if the baby, baby don't cry, they make the baby cry. Who's that? Yeah. I don't have the function to bring people on. You got to pay for that. That's called StreamYard. I ain't got that. I would like that, but I ain't got it. I got to wait till I get a little bigger and I have it. But yeah, I don't have that. The problem is that is very disturbing, Sean. And she should have asked for help, but she said she didn't tell him. And then what I want to know is when the baby came out and they took your baby and whisked it wherever it did, what did they tell the mother? What did they tell the mother? Because I know damn well when the baby head off, everybody was in there. I know somebody said, oh my God, oh shit, whoa, wait a minute. Somebody had to say something, right? Child. Hey, Bridget, what's going on, Miss Tap? I know that somebody had to make some kind of gasp or breathe or fall out or something. Like the baby head. I ain't never heard of such happening. But like they said, she was supposed to, the woman, I think she was scheduled for a C-section or something. Like whatever I was reading, then I was reading the comments, whatever the hospital this is known for messing up, but not that bad. But they known for bad care, health care. Hey, Angel, I'm going to give you the tea in a minute. I said when 20 people come in here, I'm going to get a tea. I'm going to get a tea. I'm glad y'all here. I'm glad y'all on time. Everybody take a seat. Everybody take a seat. Get your zoom zooms and wham whams. She was pulling hard. They said so. The woman. That's what I was getting ready to say. The mother was scheduled to have a C-section, and they denied her. They changed the plans or something. They already knew that the baby wasn't gonna be able to come out. No, it came out. They said it came out. The way they said she pulling in the pull the goddamn head off, and she had to have the baby, through labor. And she still was in labor. Had to have the baby push. They had to push the baby out. Child, that was the most horriblest thing ever, right? And I felt bad because it was a black female doctor. That woman that went to school, she probably done pledged AKA. She got a husband, he a alpha, and now this what happened. Hey, Janika. Yeah, she was scheduled and they changed their mind. But like I said, when I was reading the notes, okay, we got to 20 people. Yeah, she's suing. I just saw that before I got on here. The girl is suing. That was a bad hospital for healthcare, right? All right, I got 22. Yeah, they suing. So let me tell y'all. So I don't know. Y'all probably didn't notice because I do a good job of covering stuff up. I don't say depressed, but I was about to be depressed. I could feel it. Now, I'm prone to depression. I've never taken any medicine for it because I always try to figure it out on my own. Hey, India. Oh, you watch from the bushes? Come on in, girl. We ain't gonna bite you. Come on in. We cool over here. Y'all say hi to India. And hey, Eve, my girl Eve, what's happening? My Instagram is what is it? Fast Black 4146. I'll write it down. Yeah. Hey, Denise, girl, y'all come on through here now with the 25. So I was on my way to being depressed. Now I'm gonna tell y'all a little something. This is the tea part, right? Because I ain't ashamed of it or nothing like that. But when I was looking at my videos back or edit them and stuff like that, I could see it in my eyes, right? I could see it, right? So I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. And anybody in my family looking, too bad. That's what it is, right? So my kids came with me. My son, then his fiance, my daughter, and the twins, and then my son's daughter came down. I haven't seen her in a while. So she's 6. The twins are 4. Now I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be all the way honest because I got to get this out since I don't have my therapist no more. I'm y'all the therapy, right? It had got to be too much for me in my house. Now, all of my life since I left college, somebody was in my house, right? But when I moved to Charlotte during the pandemic, nobody came to my house because I didn't allow nobody to come. Let my son come once briefly and my daughter come once briefly. But for the most part, I sat in the house alone and I was cool and I was at peace. I had gained peace, something I never in my whole life. Didn't know I needed it. Didn't know I missed it, right? Because somebody was always in my house and I always let people come over. I was, come on in, y'all, right? I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? I love people, my family especially, and I'm sociable, and I was giving love, right? Sometimes I gave love to my detriment, most of the time. Matter of fact, ain't no some, most of the time, right? So where I'm at now, it got too uncomfortable. Everybody was uncomfortable. But I'm mama, everybody come there. And what I give to my kids is what I wish somebody had to do for me. I ain't had no mama. Y'all know that, right? So I, come on in, y'all. You come on in, right? Well, hey, Didi. Thank you. And so, like I said, I'm not Big Ma. I ain't Moo Moo. I ain't G-Ma. I'm none of them people. I am Jackie, right? Love everybody in my family that's in my house right now to death, right? I can't live with them. We live differently. I can't live with them, right? And so, Golden. And so I am moving, okay? I am moving, and they're going to stay there until they find whatever they're looking for. But I am moving expeditiously. I'm going to stay here at my friend's house in Charlotte for 2 weeks. I'm going to be here for 2 weeks, get my mind straight. But, before I even got here, I had already had my mind made up on what I was going to do. But I said, well, I'm going to come, pray, be quiet, because my friend is going out of town, be quiet and let God tell me what to do. But I already knew what I was going to do before I got here. Amen, Bridget. Amen. Amen. That's a good one. And so yesterday, so I got here Saturday. I don't know what day I got here. What is today? Tuesday? Sunday, I guess. Saturday, Sunday, one day. Anyway, let me tell y'all how God works. Let me listen to me, y'all. How God works. God put people in your life and you don't be knowing why, right? So my friend, whose house I'm at, her best friend lives around the corner from me. Now, these are the people that I hung out with, you know, the couple times I went out for my birthday. They took me out for my birthday, showed me a good time, blah, blah, blah. Right? You do? Okay. So my peoples, they cool, right? Because they were, I've been knowing them a couple years now. It was, you know, I keep everything to myself, right? Everything, because that's how I've always dealt with it. I'm going to figure this shit out. I'm going to deal with it, boom, boom, boom. But right now, the age that I am and the place I am in life, I'm tired. I'm real tired. I'm all the way tired. I don't have nothing else in me for nobody but myself, right? And I thought about this long and hard. Now, before my friend had offered me to come, right? But I thought she was playing, and I was like, I don't need that. You know, I'm Jackie, shit, I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? But I realized, especially after having therapy, after having a YouTube channel, that you have to, because I felt like running away and leaving all my shit. That's where I was in my head. Then I was like, where the fuck you gonna go? You ain't got no money, what you gonna do, right? But that was the feeling inside, right? So now my friend had said this, she don't know nothing, she didn't know nothing what I'm telling y'all, she didn't know nothing about this, right? And she used to live in Atlanta. So it's like, one day I'm sitting there, I'm like, let me call my friend and see if she was really real or was she playing? Because it was way over here, y'all. It was way over my head, right? About to explode, combust, all kind of stuff, right? And she said, yeah, right? Now she said, oh, Teresa, which is her friend, my friend, she is coming tomorrow. And I forgot she had told me that, but so much going on in my house, I forgot it, right? And she had offered for me to ride in. I was like, no, I'm going to stay home. You know, I ain't got no money. I'm going to just stay at the house because I've never been a bugaboo, right? If I ain't got it, I ain't got to know how to sit still until I get it, right? So, you're welcome. So I called, you know, we got it together. I packed my bags, whatever night that was, Saturday. I don't know how long I've been here. Packed my bags. And in my mind, y'all, I went to bed and I said, I'm gonna stay with my friend, right? I'm gonna stay with my friend. Now, I don't make much money, I don't have much money, but I'm gonna stay with my friend and I'm gonna pay her and I'm gonna stay with my friend. Something I ain't never did in my whole entire life, ever, right? So I'm gonna stay with my friend, right? Now, I'm gonna take this all the way back. When you are good to people, good got to come to you at some point in your life, right? Now, y'all remember I let my friend stay who wasn't really my friend, but I thought she was, right? So I know the do's and the don'ts, even though I know them anyway, right? But I said, okay, God is opening the door. Now, let me tell y'all this. All this whole thing is spiritual, right? You put people in your life for a reason. And this was the reason, right? So I got here. Now, I ain't no lazy motherfucker. Sean know me from way, way back. She know how I get down, right? I said, I'm going to find me a job. As soon as I get here, I'm starting looking for me a job. Matter of fact, I had a job here. They wanted me to work when I was in Atlanta, but I didn't feel like if something happened to the equipment, I got to drive back to Atlanta. So I said, I'm going to call my old job or reapply because I couldn't even think of nobody's names, right? Even though I follow some of them on Facebook, but I can't think of their names till I see them, right? I said, I'm going to get my old job back. It's work from home, right? Because that's what I want to do. I don't really want to be bothered with people like that, right? So I was on Indeed the Sunday night. I was on Indeed. And I said to myself, I'm going to find me a job for the week out. I'm going to find me a job for the week out. That'll let me know because I'm tired of Atlanta. I'm tired of Atlanta, right? It's very costly. They're full of bugs, rats, mice, people, and it's too high and it's too much, right? A lot of stuff to do, but I can travel to Atlanta. I ain't got to live there. I can travel there. I got a guy friend that live here. That's what he do all the time. I got a couple friends. That's what they do, right? So anyway, Sunday night, I prayed real hard. And I had said I was going to come here. They left today. They're going to be gone a week and just have peace and figure out what I need to do, talk to God, meditate, all that stuff, right? I didn't even need to do that. When I left, on the way, I knew what I was going to do, right? And yeah, so I said, I'm getting ready to find me a job. So I got up Monday morning, which was yesterday, and started looking for me some little part-time jobs, something. Now, mind you, my car is broke, but my son said he gonna take it somewhere and see what's wrong with it and I can get it fixed, whatever, right? Hey, for the 30 people, come through, y'all. So I said, I'm gonna find me a job. Now, again, y'all got to remember, I ain't never lived with nobody ever in my life. Once I left that foster home, I went to college. Then after that, I had my own house all my whole life. I ain't never lived with nobody. I lived with a nigga one time. I almost killed him, but I knew better. But, it was a situation, and that didn't last but a few months because I was going to kill him, right? So I ain't never lived with nobody, right? And so I explained to my friend, this might be hard for me, right? But I am so grateful and thankful, right? When I tell y'all, and I don't want to start crying, so I ain't going to really go too deep. But when I tell y'all the things that she have done to prepare me for me to work, because I ain't had no money when I came here, not a dime, not a penny, right? So I was online applying for jobs, and then one job said, work come today, work tomorrow at the airport, right? Okay. I ain't been around no people except for these people. I ain't been around no people since I left Cleveland, right? I love people. So I said, okay, all you got to do is, y'all ever see them people with the wheel the people around in the wheelchair off the plane and to the next gate? That's the job, right? That's the job. So when I walked in there, I said, listen, y'all, I ain't never went to know where to get a job dressed. I had on a sundress, sunglasses, fanny pack, but this is where my head is at. I'm gonna find me a job right now, right? So yeah, very hard to find. So I go to the place because we was riding. My friend's so nice. We was riding. I was telling her about it because I'd already applied online. She said, "You want to run over there? We can go. It ain't but 11 minutes away." Okay, we go. Now I got on a sundress, a fanny pack, and sunglasses, right? Going up in there, and tennis shoes. Going in there, and they I filled out the application. Then the man said, "Well, sit here and we interview you, right?" Okay, cool. I did that 1,000 times. I'm cool on that. Depending on what you're looking for, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Now, y'all know I got a felony, right? Years ago, got a couple of them, right? They said they don't go past 10 years. That's cool. We'll see. I start orientation Thursday, right? I had to have a white shirt and black pants. My friend took me left right there and took me to Walmart. Got me a white shirt, black pants. Let me tell you how God worked. When I was packing my bags, I put these black tennis shoes in my bag that I worked in. And then I had a conversation to myself like, you don't need them. And I said, yes, I do. I'm going to put them in the bag. Conversation said, put them in the bag. I said, I don't need them. Holy Spirit said, yes, you do. Put them in the bag. I don't even wear them shoes except when I'm at work. I don't even wear them, right? Them titty shoes. They're all black. So the man say, he is, ain't he? The man said in the interview after, he said, well, I'd like to offer you the job, da-da-da. Okay, cool, right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Perfect. So he said, but you got to have black shoes. You got to go buy you some black shoes. You got to have a white shirt and black pants. The Holy Spirit already told me to put them shoes in the bag. I don't never take them shoes nowhere. I got sandals. I got all kind of shoes. I put them black shoes in the bag, child. Okay? So I said, okay, it's all lining up the way it's supposed to be, right? That's the Holy Spirit. Absolutely, T. Absolutely. It's all lining up like it's supposed to, right? When I went to sleep, have you ever went somewhere and woke up and be like, where the fuck am I, right? I slept like a baby. I don't even sleep hard. I don't even sleep long, right? Went to sleep, woke up, refreshed. Nice, right? All of that, right? So my friend took me, did all that, bought me some things to eat because she was going to be gone this week, bought my outfit, right? Then she left some money on the table. Now, when she called me and said she was out the plan, I said, you left your money on the table. She was like, that's for you. I almost passed out. I've been in here crying off and on all day, right? Because somebody treat you good. Somebody treat you good and you didn't have it. You didn't have it, right? You got it over there, but you ain't got it right here, right? Listen, man. Listen. Listen. So then she took me around to see some apartments around over here, right? Nice. They modern and nice, you know what I'm saying? And so I called them today. She said Monday she's gonna take off. Now she's going out of town all this week. She said Monday she's gonna take off so she can ride me around to these apartments and I can go and get on the waiting list. All right. And I'll be moving. Now when I go home, her girlfriend's going back at the end of next week. I'm gonna come back with her, with her, and then I'm going to pack my shit very quickly because I already had my toaster stuff out because I knew I had to move after you see them trees moving like that, right? And yeah, hey Arhiel, and so I'm gonna go home and quickly pack. I told my son, I said we're gonna have to do this in 3 days, even though I had packed some stuff like my clothes, I wrapped them up and some of them like that. I'm gonna go home and quickly pack, put my shit in storage, and come here and handle my business. And then when I'm ready, when I get a place, I'll go get my shit and that's that. So that is that is about that is I'm about to cry. That is my tea because I was at wit's end, y'all. Wit's end. Wit's absolute end, about to have a nervous breakdown, about to snap, about to get depressed. And, I was shaking it off, right? And Destiny Helpers. Okay. Hey, Lily Grandma. Yeah, I was bad in my head, y'all. I was bad. It was bad in my head, right? But I've always been somebody that just pushed forward. I ain't got no more push, y'all. And not for nobody else, only for me. I have no more push. I have no more push. I am. And I am. I'm telling you, I am, y'all. I'm really at peace, right? I am really at peace. You understand what I'm saying? Always an angel in the bush. Yep. I'm really at peace. And because it all came together. Who goes somewhere and like I'm at the airport, it's gonna be people there all the time. I get to talk to people. Y'all know I ain't talk to nobody. I get to say hi, hey, right? I get to see people and it'd be a different day every day. I done sat in the house for 4 years since the pandemic. Damn near 4 years, right? I went out a few times with my friend. I went out a couple times by myself and didn't like it. And yes, he will. So to get that job, the first day I get here, to get that job, and my friend has been so overly extensive that I'm overwhelmed, right? I'm overwhelmed because usually with my friends, I ain't never had no money to give nobody, but I'm always the one with the advice, with the game, with the know-how. We're gonna make it happen, friend. I'm praying. You know what I'm saying? It always be me. I ain't, really had nobody to do this like this unless it was my man or something. You know what I'm saying? Then, thank you. You all have been sending me texts. Somebody sent me a real nice text today. Somebody has put in the comments like, it's just been overwhelming, right? Like, it's been overwhelming, right? And I love you too, Nick. And it happened. So I was like, okay, this is where I was supposed to be in the first place. I should have never left. But I left because of my daughter. I was coming to help her, right? I can't help nobody else do anything anymore. I cannot help anybody do anything anymore. I can only look out for me and live the rest of my life, the best of my life, okay? I done did a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? For them people, right? And absolutely. And I don't have nothing else. And and to be quite honest with y'all, I don't think that, you remember that out here? I don't think that my kids appreciate me, right? They don't appreciate me. I'm moving to Charlotte. I'm gonna be here. I'm moving to Charlotte. I got a job and all that, Janika. I'm gonna be here, right here. But what I was about to say, the irony of it all is I had always wanted to be in Charlotte, so I saved up my money, worked real hard, moved to Charlotte. I should have never left. Now God put me right back here. You see what I'm saying? He done put me back here. It's only the beginning of the blessings. Thank you, y'all. So, I know. That's what I said, Angel. I know. He has a plan for me. So, listen, y'all. It was such a feeling, right? It was such a feeling. And I was just overwhelmed with the goodness, right? I was overwhelmed with the goodness. You in Fayetteville? Okay, my friend live in Fayetteville, Roger. Um, I was so overwhelmed, right? Like it's like unbelievable, like for real, like fucking unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody say, "Come on, I got you." She got a fabulous house, y'all. Fabulous, 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 right? Somebody say, "I'm sleeping in a king size bed like I sleep at home," right? Said, "Come on, buy me food, buy my clothes for work, give me money." Now I got to get an Uber. Let me tell y'all this. I don't want to leave no parts out. I had to get an Uber because she's going out of town, right? And she gave me a credit card to put on the Uber, and then gave me the cards in case you need anything. She had already gave me everything. She had already gave me everything that I could have possibly needed or wanted at this period, at this time right now, right? And then she did that, right? I could never ever repay her. You know what I'm saying? So this is where I'm at. So I'll be here. I'll be here for 2 weeks. Y'all will be seeing this gray wall, right? That I like. I'm really digging this, right? Because I can see myself. Yes, he did. You have to reset and regroup. Absolutely, 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 right? Absolutely. But what I'm proud of myself is that um I've always needed help throughout my life, right? But I always managed it. But it wasn't looking like I was managing, right? And I said that's because I ain't had no business there. I had no business there, right? I went there to help somebody else, and it didn't work out. It didn't work out, right? And hey T-Rags, and so it didn't work out because that ain't where I was supposed to be, because it flowed too smoothly from the time. First of all, I didn't have any money because I told my friend, I said, well, I can't come this weekend. I had to wait till next weekend when I get some money. She said, no, Teresa coming. I forgot she had told me that. How does it happen? The ride is around the corner. Listen, y'all, we rode all the way talking. We didn't turn on no music. I didn't even realize it until we got here. She said it. We rode all the way. It's only like a 3.5 hour ride, right? Rode all the way here. I got here with no money. When I get here, she said, well, I'm going to take you to Walmart, get all the food that you want, this and that, that, and that. So when I told her, I said, well, friend, I got a, I don't have a white shirt and none of that stuff, right? She said, we'll go to Walmart and get it. I was so overwhelmed, y'all. I was so overwhelmed. I was so overwhelmed. Nothing but God, right? Exactly. And that's what I always been. I always been that strong one. You know what I'm saying? I always been that strong one. But I ain't got it. I ain't got it right there. I ain't got it right there. I ain't got it right there, right? I like Charlotte. I like Charlotte. See, when I lived here before, I was in Gastonia, and Bridget know that because she used to live there. It's a sleepy little town, right? And it was the pandemic, so I didn't go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And I got a couple friends, some other friends in Charlotte. 39! Shut up! We get one more. Where's the 40? So, it's gonna be, because it's a stark contrast. It's a stark contrast. Hey, live, love, McKay. Yeah. Yeah, and so it's a stark contrast. And she lives in a very nice, very, very nice new neighborhood, right? So you do? Well, now you got another one. So what I'm gonna do is stay here, get on somebody's waiting list, and it's very clean. Stay here, get on somebody's waiting list, and when the time, and then I'll move. And that's that. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be happy. 40! Y'all know I ain't never had 40 people in my life. I ain't never had 40 people in my life. Come on, give me 40 likes, y'all. 30. Give me 3 more likes, right? It's nice. So that's my tea, y'all, is that I am moving. I was in I don't want to cuss, but I was in a messed up situation. Thank you, Didi. And God worked it all out. You hear me? And I remember on my way here, I was telling my friend Teresa, I was like, yeah, it is, T. I said, you got to put some work in. Because, I got some friends, we all believe in God. They be like, I'm just waiting on the Lord. No, you got to put a little work in, sis. Because faith without works is dead. So that's why when I got up that morning, my friends were shocked. I'm like, they was like, we thought you sleep. No, ma'am. I'm looking for me a job. I'm looking for me a place to stay. I'm looking for me for what I need, right? And I felt a little bad at first. And like I told my friend, I felt a little bad because I've never been in this situation where I needed somebody, right? Oh, you do? Oh, you didn't. And yeah, I knew that. Yeah, you do. Right, and that's what I need. Hey, Sunflower 78. And I never been in that place. I've needed people, but I've always managed to work it out. I was one step away from disaster, and I work it out and fix it and all like that. I didn't really see no way right here, right? And thank you. I didn't see no way. And then my son had told me something really nice and endearing. And I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. I don't think he's watching, but he'll understand my heart. I didn't want to move with my kids. I did not, right? And we went and looked at a place Saturday. That was Saturday, so I must have left Sunday. 42, shut up. I went and looked at a place, nice townhouse, right? Me and my kids are used to living in houses, right? So townhouse is the next thing. Yeah, it is, right? It's like, ugh. And so he said, well, I had told him, don't worry about me. I had been telling him last week, don't worry about me. In my mind, I was like, I go to a shelter. Now, I ain't never been to one, didn't want to go to one, but I just know I needed to be by myself, right? And so he texted me. He was in his room, I was in mine. He said, well, I only get one mother. If I leave, you got to come with me. And I thought that was so endearing and so sweet, but my mind had already been made up that this is where I was going to be. I didn't tell him that at the time, right? So I was hesitant about telling him that. I just told him because we're close, right? And he said, well, good, Ma, because I don't know what I'm going to do. He said, I was worried about you. And I told him, don't worry about me. I had you. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about me, right? Whatever I had to do is what I was going to have to do, right? But just so happened that God made it very nice, very easy. My friend has a very comfortable house. Just awesome situation, right? It's surreal. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at, y'all. So we can go on with the rest of the show. But I know I'll be here. This is where I'll be. Let me get some water. My water at. This is where I'll be. And it's decent, and that's my saying. That is always my saying. Decent and in order. Absolutely. It's hard to be humble, but we can ask for help and God. Yeah, and like for me, I never, and I've been in some heck of a situations, y'all. When my youngest son was little. It's gonna be in my book. That's why I don't talk about it that much, because it's a hell of a story. When my youngest son was little, and I lost my nurse's license, I was devastated, right? I was a nurse, not a CNA. I was a nurse. All my hopes and dreams vanished, right? I'll tell y'all this a little bit. All I wanted to do was buy a house for my kids, even though two of them was grown, but I always wanted to have a place. This is where I went wrong. I always wanted to have a place for my kids to come to so they would never not be homeless, right? I always wanted to have a place, a family home, right? That didn't turn out right, but that's what I wanted, right? They didn't appreciate that. But anyway, during that bad spell where I was almost damn near about homeless after I lost my nurse's license, I had said the next house, when I got in this house, I got in a couple of houses, I said, this last house I was in, I said, I'm going to buy me a house. Didn't know how, had a little piece of job, right? I'm gonna buy me a house though. Got with a man, my ex, and we started getting money, right? And that's when I started selling personal and stuff, right? I sold movies and bought my house. And I looked for a house. I had it on my vision board. And so I went from homeless to homeowner, right? That was going to be the name of my book, but it's going to be something else now. But just to show you how God do things, right? And so I kept saying, I kept praying, and I said, shit ain't going right there because I ain't had no business there. I went for the wrong reason, not for myself. I went for somebody else, right? And so, like I said, my kids love me. I'm pretty sure they do. Hope they do. But I don't think they appreciate me. They don't appreciate me, right? I done did a bunch of shit, y'all. You know what I'm saying? To get them together, right? Absolutely, absolutely. I brought you my other book with me, Nick. I'm probably now that I'm a little settled, I'm gonna probably read it tomorrow morning. Yeah, vision board works. Vision board works. Or even if you ain't got the vision board, like I got a white chalk, it's a vanilla vinyl board, and wrote on it. And I had wrote on this when I was in my last house before I bought my house. You do, Nick. That I put on there. I am going to own my house, and I looked at that every day. Right. I'm going to own my house. But when you got a lot of chaos and shit around you, now listen, I love my grandkids, I love everybody, right? But I could not get a moment's peace. I just really couldn't get a moment's peace not to do what I need to do, right? Can't write. I can't hardly upload no videos because they're going to be hollering and screaming, but they're kids. That's what kids do, right? Y'all done heard me on some of the lives, right? I got to get up and go, you know what I'm saying? We do. And I had said that, but then I reneged on that. I should have stayed on that path. But your child is your child, and when your child needs you, I want to be that mother that's there for their child because when nobody there for me, they took advantage of that. So anyway, this is where I'm at, y'all. This is everything's all good now. Absolutely, and that's why I immediately hit the ground running and shit started falling into place. Just falling into place in 24 hours time, right? So I said, Jackie, you're going to have to, probably if it wasn't for YouTube, I probably wouldn't have been able to do this because I never tell people when shit go wrong. I just keep it in me, right? But because I talked to y'all, because I had a little period with my therapist, I am able to tell shit. And I know you're supposed to tell it. You ain't supposed to keep it. You're supposed to tell it, right? But it wasn't because that I was prideful. It was just that shit. What telling somebody gonna do? You know what I'm saying? That was my train of thought, right? So thank you, Janika. So that's where I'm at, y'all. That was my tea. You take one step, that's it. That's another one of my sayings. He gonna take two, right? And I'm telling you, I hit the ground running. My friend, they was like, I thought you was asleep. No, ma'am, I'm looking for a job. Matter of fact, he gonna want right here. They said, come on, right? Yeah. Well, you know what happens? Your aura is different now. I can hear and see. Really? That will always lead you to where you need to be. Yeah. You can see, because I'm telling you, the last few videos I made, when I looked back on them, I looked horrible. That was my insides. I looked horrible, right? I looked horrible. And nothing bad happened. I think I had been realizing that she couldn't really help me, not really. Because the trauma that nobody didn't abuse me physically. I didn't get raped or molested or nothing like that. It was just a whole bunch of neglect. And I think, this is my honest opinion, she was too young. She was half my age. She was too young. So you can have all the degrees in the world. If you don't have so let me say this. There's street knowledge, there's book knowledge, and there's common sense, right? You need all three of them. You can have all the degrees in the world. Certain shit that certain people that went through, you can't help them. You can tell them the technical book, what they supposed to do, what the book told you, but she wasn't old enough to give me that knowledge that I needed. And she realized that. She didn't say that, but she did tell me the last time. She said, well, I'm right here, and when you need me, call me. You know what I'm saying? Because it just, you have to be to live. Some shit you have to be to live. And what I learned, yeah, I got you, baby. Yeah, thank y'all. What I learned is, there's only people who, I didn't have a mother, right? A lot of people don't have fathers, but I didn't have a mother or father. My father died, my mother abandoned me, right? People who have parents, especially a mama, they don't understand. You don't talk to your mama, you ain't got they don't understand that. So there's nobody I've ever been able to tell that to. They don't understand. And no amount of degrees is going to make you understand that, because these people just don't understand. Now, I have a couple of friends who grew up like me with no parents, and we're like a support group for ourselves, right? Because nobody will understand that. Because people will say, my own kids will say it, well, that's your mama, that's your this. I know that. But when you've, I probably got PTSD, but when you've experienced this type of trauma, and let me tell y'all something, neglect All of it is bad. But neglect, you have to grow out of that because your self-esteem and your confidence is all in there, right? And even though I always had confidence, this is gonna sound crazy. I always had confidence in what I could do as a child, but I had low self-esteem. And low self-esteem can hinder you, right? It can hinder you. So nobody can give you that. You got to get that on your own, however you get that. And the thing that helped me the most was my faith in God, even as a young girl. My faith in God. That's what got me through a lot of situations and a lot of things, right? So, hey, Posy. Now, Posy, don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. Ooh. Let me tell y'all something. Ponzi is my sister, right? That's my best friend who been my friend since I was 11 years old. That is her sister. Their mama was like my mama, right? And she just passed a little over a year ago, right? Her mother is the reason why I was able to maintain. You know what I'm saying? When I would go over her house and I would be stinking because ain't nobody told me to wash my ass, her mother would quietly take me and give me some soap in a rag and say, go wash up. When everybody had money and I didn't, their mother would give me $5, $1, whatever she had, because all the other kids had money, right? Ooh. Her family is my family. I love her cousins dearly. And they love me, right? Ooh. I didn't mean for that to happen. But so when you grow up and you watch, like her mother was the greatest, absolute, a strong woman. She's my hero. She is my hero. Liz was my hero. I watched her raise her kids, struggle, cuss, fight, do all the things, right? So people don't understand when you say, oh, I don't talk to them or I don't do this. They don't understand that because they look at you like something wrong with you. So I never tell the story. I never tell the story, right? Ponzi probably didn't even really know. You know what I'm saying? I never tell the story. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, first of all, nobody want to hear that shit and who gonna believe you? You know what I'm saying? So, thank you, y'all. Thank you, y'all. That's where I'm at. So for somebody at this stage of the game, as old as I am, to wrap their arms around me and say, come on, I got you. That's big to me. That's big. That's big. I could never repair her. That's big, right? So that's where I'm at, y'all. That's where I'm at. Yeah, it is. It is. You know what I'm saying? But I felt. See, I teetered with this in my mind, right? Because those are my kids, right? Those are my kids, right? And so my son is going to be all right. My son's going to be all right. It's my daughter who I always be concerned with, right? But she's the least appreciative. So, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready now, Nick. So, yeah, that's hard. That's a hard thing, right? That's a hard thing. So, my friends always, my friends were always my everything. My friends was always my everything. And Ponzi, growing up in junior high and high school, I was always at their house every day. And even I was the one friend that could stay when their mama get ready to go bingo, wherever she was going with her man, and all the kids had to leave, she would let me stay. You know what I'm saying? She probably knew I was hungry, didn't have shit. You know what I mean? So, that's my sis for real. But yeah, so, this is big for me, y'all. This is big for me. This is very, very big. So all them good prayer warriors, pray, because my strength had been depleted. Something that had never really happened to me before. Hey, Sunflower. Yeah. And I've been in a situation and they didn't, right? So this is the reason why I was with my ex for so long, because if you've been struggling and worried about money, then here come the dude with the cape on and you ain't got to worry no more. You know what I'm saying? That's why I held on to him for a decade plus, because I didn't want to have to worry. I didn't that trauma of what could be. I didn't want to deal with that. Yeah. Yeah. But so the reason why I was like that, y'all, is because I was doing for mine what I wanted my mom and them to do for me or somebody. You know what I'm saying? So, thank you. So that's why I did that. But I see that it was kind of done in vain, right? And I'll tell y'all about that later. But so anyway, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at today, y'all. Woo, Lord have mercy. Woo, Lord, I didn't expect that. But I have been holding that in all day. Yeah, overcompensating. Yep. I have been holding that in all day. I was just sitting on the bed. I was just watching all kind of shows, trying to keep that in, right? Again, I've been doing that all my life, trying to keep that in, right? And bearing your soul, being transferred helps bless others. Your wisdom, your sharing help others too. Well, my Sunday school in Cleveland, my church I went to in Cleveland, I told y'all my old ladies, Sunday school ladies would tell me that. Now, they didn't know the extent of my story, but I probably told a little bit, some, and they said, you have to share. That's what made me say I'm going to write the book, because I've been tinkering with it for years, right? They said you have to share it because you'll help somebody that's been in your situation. You give somebody else some hope. That's your testimony. Thank you. Thank you. Woo, Lord, child. Okay. Woo! Y'all done seen it all. So anyway, I got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about, y'all. And I got that out. Right? Wait, let me ask y'all this. Did y'all see, now, Bishop Noel Jones, I had a crush on for years, still do. Bishop Noel Jones got a church in LA called, I think it's Refuge, right? He got a church, right? Noel Jones, he's Grace Jones' brother. Tall, slim, handsome, dark brother, right? Chocolate brother, right? He been with this woman 28 years. He finally married her last year before, right? She hung on. He's 73. So they got married when he was about 71, right? And she 54, so she waited all her life for him, right? Yeah, me too. And so in my mind, before I got this job, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of it done, which I got a couple days, but I'm gonna have to go back to Cleveland, who Lord, go back to Atlanta and pack up and stuff. But I'm gonna get a lot done this here week, right? But Thursday and Friday, I got orientation all day, like 8 hours. Yeah, Thursday, Friday. Yeah. So I'm gonna get a lot done. So I'm not gonna go live tomorrow. Y'all, I'm glad y'all brought that up because I've been trying to figure out. I'm not gonna go live tomorrow because I'm gonna be writing all day. I'm gonna try to get a whole bunch accomplished, right? So I'm not gonna go live tomorrow. But and I ain't gonna do no shorts, I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna just try to do that all day. Right. And then they got my little setup, you know what I'm saying? I got my little setup, right? So I got my little computer right here. I'm just gonna be writing all day because it's a lot. And now I feel like I've been released, right? So I'm in a good space. Because that's another thing I would, remember when I told you I had a live, not a live, I did a video about it. I said I'm not gonna do that anymore because it was too heavy. But I can write it. So that's what I'm gonna do. But anyway, so Bishop Noel Jones' wife got beat up and knocked out and had the ambulance had to come get her Sunday at the church. Now, thank you. Now, she got beat up, right? The woman who beat her up, y'all, got on live. They didn't took a page down, but she got on live yesterday and was talking so crazy. And what I found out was this woman, her name was somebody Adams. I should have wrote it down. What I found out is she used to be a member of the church and they put her out, right? They put her out. Child, she came in there and they say she a big woman, right? Because I was thinking maybe she was a trans. They in LA. Maybe she was like a transgender lady, right? Child, she hit that woman. She 2-3-pieced that woman and knocked her out. They carried her out in the ambulance. She was out, right? And they say that the wife is a little bitty lady. You know what I'm saying? Now, yeah, that's what they say. She was a big old woman. That's what they say. She was a big old woman, right? Now, she went on her live yesterday and was talking about, I don't care. Yeah, I did it. And I'm thinking while I'm watching this, before she got too far, I said, she need to shut up. But as I kept watching, I realized she was crazy. She was crazy. She said that woman had gave her daughter cancer. She said that everything that was wrong in her life, it was Noel Jones' wife's fault. Yeah, she gave about 2, 3, 4 piece, they say, right? Knocked her out. And you know, they have security, but evidently security didn't get there quick enough or something, right? Now, me, in order for me to go back to that church, I'm gonna have to sit on the pulpit with my husband. I ain't going back because they say she's sitting in the second row. You know, first ladies usually sit first, second, third. You know, they be up there somewhere. I don't even know if I would come back. Because I had my pistol in my purse and there's a bodyguard on both sides of me. Uh, yeah, they say she's small. That's what they say, Loretta Small. That's what they say, she's small, right? Child is running wild. It is. It really is. It really is. She was an Amazon. That's what they said. She's a big woman. And see, what I don't understand is, like, I'm watching her right as she talk. So I'm looking at her and she's just getting crazy and crazy and all the shit. She was in her car just talking crazy as she could talk, right? Yeah, you got to do better with it. Take a break. And I said, so I immediately, when I finished watching, go to her page. You can't get to it though. They got her name, and they got, was her eyes dark? Her eyes are probably, you know, when you create it is dark. I didn't pay that no attention. I was just so crazy what she was saying. Like, she's just talking so crazy, right? And they said she did it twice. Now I've seen one. They say she did it twice. They just took her page down. The page is down. Page is down. Like a shell. Oh. Yeah, her page is down. Because I kept hitting it, going back, recycling it, hitting. I wanted to know, you know, I wanted to see her history. What was up with her? But she was blaming everything wrong in her life. And she said, where she drew the line is when she gave her daughter cancer. I said, oh, she crazy, for real. A living demon. Now listen, it's a lot of demons. Listen, y'all. It's a lot of demons. Okay? I'm gonna let them write them up in my house. It's a lot of demons, right? That's why I had to get up out of there. And one of my children is a demon. I had to get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Because I said, I ain't gonna let this motherfucker trick me in the penitentiary. Trick me off the streets. I'm not gonna let you trick me off the streets, right? And yeah, we ain't gonna get back on that, but yeah. It's a lot of living demons. It sure is. It sure is. And people, when they're psychotic like that, they lock in on you, right? Once they lock in on you, they're going to keep on. So I was like, yeah, I got to get up out of here. I'm not getting ready to let nobody trick me off the streets. Walk right in. And see, that's the second time. So I was like, this house is unholy, right? And then I was gonna burn some sage. I was like, I ain't doing none of this shit. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. I'm just going up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, ever since it's been almost 20 years since I stopped drinking, smoking cigarettes, drugs, whatever, doing shit in the streets. The devil been at me, and it generally comes through my kids, right? Especially this one particular one. I see it though. I know it when I see it. I know it when I see it, right? Because nothing else he could do can disturb me. You know what I'm saying? I can ignore all that other shit, right? Because I'm in my house. I'm in my safe space. Your house is your safe space, right? This is where I'm at. I keep letting the motherfucking devil come on up in there. Come on, devil. You know what I'm saying? You know, thinking shit gonna change. It ain't gonna never change because that's who you are. And we ain't gonna talk about that no more. But yeah, that's who you are. So that's that. Ain't letting the devil walk up in my motherfucking camp no more. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna talk to Jesus. I can't fix it. Jesus is gonna have to fix that. I can't fix it. I can't help you. Call on the Lord. But anyway, yeah, that woman was crazy. But what I didn't understand is why was she out of jail? Did she get arrested? Y'all know if she ever got arrested? Because she went live yesterday. Yesterday was Monday. It happened Sunday. Did she not get arrested? Yeah. 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 And like I said, since I stopped doing a lot of shit that I was doing, stealing, all that shit, lying, all kind of federal offenses, when I stopped doing that, that's the way they came. But you should have got me when you had me. Can't get me now. Can't get me now. You know what I'm saying? And you know, didn't tried it. They done tried it. They done tried it, right? Look at the 45, y'all. Listen, 50. If I get 50, I'm gonna fall out this chair. I swear to God, if I get 50, I'm gonna fall right out the chair. But yeah, you know, you can't get me because my heart is good. No matter if I cuss, if I fight, whatever I do, my heart is good. My heart is pure, and I mean well by folks. I really do. I mean well, yeah. I mean well. But anyway, that woman, I was trying to figure out, did the woman get arrested? Did y'all see if the woman ever got arrested? Because she was on live like it wasn't nothing. I don't think so either. So they didn't call the police on her? Right, Nick. Right. Child, shut up, y'all. And let me tell y'all something. He can't touch you. Belong to the most. Ah, no, that's right. Let me tell y'all something. The comments and the notes and the texts and the things people saying in my comments to me, really appreciate it, because I was in a bad spot, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I kept seeing? It ain't never been me. But I was like, I'm gonna be one of the people outside picking up cigarette butts or some shit, right? Because shit, it got on my nerves bad. Got on my nerves. Thank you, Mignard. Mignard, my girl Mignard. What's going on, Mignard? You know, it got on my nerves really bad. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the only bad thing about this is my twins. You know, is my twins. The church security. Well, yeah, it was church security, but I'm saying the police didn't pick her up. Noel Jones must didn't, because from what I gather, she has been harassing Loretta for some years. I think that's why they put her out the church. I'm pretty sure, right? That's why they put her out the church. Now I follow this guy, the Thais Report. I started following him during the pandemic because I'd be sitting at my desk. And he live in LA, and he know some folks that go to that church, so I was getting exclusives from him. I fell asleep listening to him last night about that, but I fell asleep, so I don't know if she got arrested. But it didn't look like she was arrested. But they did take her Facebook down, and I wonder why. He was there, but he went back somewhere. He was somewhere around over there, right? He was, somewhere there, because they say after church he shake hands. Y'all know her. I love Thais too. I like him too. I got hip to him when he was on Facebook, and then he got on YouTube. Yeah. Shut up, did she? Girl, won't he do it, child? Won't he do it right now? Okay, for a happy note, y'all. For a happy note, I'm gonna find my man is in the airport. My man in the airport. He walking through. He worked there. He doing something. My man is in the airport. Yeah, because God don't want me to be more. I ain't cool with myself. You know, I talk like a lot of my friends. They cool with themselves. I ain't cool with it. I don't like it, and I ain't cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Thank God I got friends. Thank God I got friends. Thank God I got the YouTube people to uplift me. You know what I'm saying? Sure will, Janika. Sure will. So anyway, yeah, I want to know that. Thank you. I want to know if that woman got arrested, because she knocked that woman out. Can you imagine you just sitting there praising the Lord? Thank you, Jesus. And then somebody come beat you upside your head. And the woman said it. She bragged about it too. Your daddy live in Charlotte. Don't play with me, girl. I done got hooked up with folks' daddies now. They've been good to me. One daddy, he done died now. But one of my friends, she was young, one of my younger friends, hooked me up with her dad. I've been hooked up with some daddies twice. Yeah, hook me up. Tell your daddy. I ain't playing Lisa Marie. He live in Charlotte too. God will place him there, best believe, And you know what? I said, so this is the irony of it, like I was telling y'all before. So I've been my dream to live in Charlotte. Didn't know nobody, had never been here. Just wanted to be in Charlotte. I'm going to tell y'all the secret why I want to be in Charlotte. I don't really share with folks. I wanted to be in Charlotte because when I was on vacation, right? Been there about 15 years. Daddy single. Don't play with me, girl. Email me. Give my number to that nigga to call me. Tell him to look at me. First time look at me on YouTube, because a lot of dudes can't handle me. I was on vacation, right? And it was a girl in my class, a girl that was there, and she was from South Carolina, right? Because that's where I wanted to be at first. She was somewhere in South Carolina, right? But everybody sit around and tell stories about how they live and this and that. They probably was lying. But I wanted to. I was interested from that moment on. It took me 25 years to get there, right? To get to Charlotte, to 20 or something, right? But anyway, she told the stories, and then I wanted to be in a warmer climate. I was tired of that snow and stuff, right? Uh, you already mess with him? Why? He wasn't a good daddy? He might have changed now. They change when they get older. They get sorry and repentful. They repent. How old is your daddy, Lisa Marie? How old is he? Is he still able-bodied? Now let me ask y'all this. What's the youngest you would go? Like 10, 5, 15? What's the youngest you would go for to date a guy? That's what I need to know. What's the youngest y'all go? I might do a short about that tomorrow. What's the youngest y'all go as far as dating? But how old is your daddy? Yeah. And anyway, I done got with some daddies before. He was a great father, but just not a good husband. Oh, well, that's okay. Yeah. He's a good father. That's important. He was a good father. Not a good. What, 5 years? What? How old is your daddy? Oh, you say, oh, I forgot I asked y'all the question. I'm stuck on the man. See how I do? 5 years. Okay, Lily Grandma say 5. Felicia say 15. I say 10. So, I say I could do 15, but he got to be very, very mature and on point. And I couldn't go no less than that because my oldest son, and I know how stupid he is, right? Agent older than me. I'm 60. Tados. I don't like 70. I don't like dudes 60. I don't like dudes my age. Tados says they looking for nerds. They is, ain't they? They is, ain't they? Now you can't go young. You can go about 25, Golden. 5 years. Your dad, that's what I like to do, travel. That's what I need, my travel partner. I ain't gonna leave y'all. He gonna be right here. You ain't heard me tell the story? I'm gonna be just like Sherelle and her husband. What's her husband's name? Paul or Peter, whatever his name is. Yeah, I don't like old dudes. I don't like them. First of all, they don't want to do nothing. They don't want to do nothing. Want you to cook dinner and watch the news. That ain't my life, sir. Too old for. How old is he, Lisa Marie? Y'all want him active, You want him older next time around. How old is he? But see, I know a couple of dudes, like my friend Teresa that's here, her daddy's 78. He's still kicking and doing things. He don't even look at it. He's doing things. Yeah, and that's what I told my friend. I said, you're going to mess around, you're calling me mama. He got to be active, though. I just like a man that's active. But a lot of these dudes don't be active. They want, like you said, they want a nurse. 11 years younger and thought he was the prize. He had to go. Younger dudes will cue you, though. See, listen. Listen, y'all. He got to be active. Yeah, I ain't doing all that. I ain't doing none of that, matter of fact. A little bit when I feel like it, but we're going to be eating out and stuff. But a young dude, he's still active, and he got stamina, his back strong. It's his mental that I'm concerned with. 10 years older the last time I just can't stand stupid talk. Like, I don't want you to talk stupidly. I need you to be mature. I need you to know that you're dealing with a grown woman. You know what I'm saying? But I look at, like, Gladys Knight, one of my heroes. She got a young dude. She 80, he 50 or 50-something, right? Patty 80, her dude is 50-something. Yeah, back got to be strong. Back got to be strong. And who else got a young? Tammy got a young dude. Tammy 50-something. Her dude 30, 32 or something like that. Yeah, back got to be, you know what I'm saying? Because I want you to do stuff. I need you to be able to do stuff around the house. Let me tell y'all what I saw when I went to the grocery store the other day, y'all. No, because it ain't for the airport. It's for a company that do that. It ain't for the airport. Strong chocolate, yeah. But see, the problem is, you can't be talking stupid to me because that's going to get on my nerves. If you talk too immaturely, that's going to get on my nerves. But if you talk too oldly, that's gonna get on my nerves too. Like there was a dude in Atlanta that called himself Like Me, right? I had met him before I moved to Atlanta when I was just coming back and forth. And I forgot all about him. I said, well, let me call and see how he doing. Yeah, I don't like muscle bound, just strong. I don't want muscle bound. Old enough to handle business. No, yeah, yeah. Do they? Oh, your peoples is down here, girl. I'm gonna take a picture Thursday when I put on my little white shirt and my pants. And y'all know what? I am a size 8'10". I ain't been an 8'10" since the 8th grade or something, right? I am an 8'10". Child. I'm gonna be have much, but now this is what I need y'all to do. I keep forgetting what I need y'all to do. This is what I need y'all to do. At when is everybody woke? Because I need some universal prayer, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because even though they said they only go back 10 years, in my case is down about 30, I have lost jobs behind that, right? I need y'all to pray collectively noon tomorrow, noon, that they let me work. Because I really want to work at the airport. You know what I'm saying? Because it's people. I don't really want. I can work from home and at the desk and all that. I don't really want to do that. I really want to work at the airport. 5 years. Oh, I forgot. Oh, yeah, the baby wake you up. But at noon tomorrow, corporate prayer for me to get this job and don't let my record reflect. Okay? Yeah, thank you, Golden. Noon prayer time that that you guide the hands of the investigator, because you have to be something by the FAA. You got to be something. It's a federal something. Y'all know I got a federal case, but it's old though, right? Thank you, T. So, and if not, if you don't be there, okay, fine. I've applied for other places, and then I'm gonna just get back with my job that I was with because they's hiring. No, I can't because I got two. I got a state one and a federal. They all both old, and they stem off of each other, but they old. But you can't. You can only have one to get it expunged. You can only have one. So now I have two, one state and one federal. So and they old as shit. But I have lost jobs behind it. It's bad enough I lost my nursing license. I done lost job. I done been working somewhere. Child, I was working somewhere one day, and the people came and got me. Said to come over somewhere to the office or whatever, and they let me go. That's right. That's what my friend here said. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I'm prepared myself for it, and I'm also prepared if they say no. You know what I'm saying? Even though I really want to be there. Yeah, exactly, Golden. So I'm prepared, but I really want to be there because I want to be around people. I ain't been around no people, y'all. I literally just been sitting in the house 3.5 years. I'm tired of sitting in the goddamn house. I want to be like, hey, y'all, hey, morning. My personality, I need to, hey, y'all, what's going on? And see, all you have to do is take them. If they can't get in the chair themselves, they say 3 of y'all do it. So they like, I'm struggling with them or something. And they said usually people that's in a wheelchair have somebody traveling with them anyway. You don't go in the bathroom with them. You take them to the door, and whoever they come with got to take them to the bathroom. So you're just taking them to their gate, taking them off the plane, taking them to their gate. Or that's it. So I can do that, right? Yeah, so that's what I need. It does, don't it, Lisa Marie? That's what I said. I want to, hey, y'all, how you doing? Hey, I'll be able to look at some menses. My cousin that live in Houston, she met her dude at the airport. She don't work there. She was just traveling to and fro and met her dude at the airport, and they still together now. Romans 4, come on with it. As it is written, I have made thee a father of many nations before him whom we believe, even God who quickened the dead and calls things which be not as though they were. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, the menses. I get to look at the menses, y'all. That's all. I damn near do it for free. I just want to look at the menses, right? Let the menses look at me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going there, fluff my hair up. After a while, I'm gonna change up on them. I change up my wigs, but I like this one. But I'm gonna change it up on them. Well, I can't go real high. I can go. You can't even wear no earrings. You have to wear, which is okay. You have to wear studs, and my ears ain't pierced, so I ain't gonna be wearing no earrings. But and I know it, girl. I feel it. I'm telling you. I said to myself, that's why I was overwhelmed. Let me tell y'all something. The last time I felt like this, is when I had met my dude. We was together. And then before I met him, once I stopped smoking and drugging and drinking and all that shit, right? And me and God had a conversation. We had a real conversation, right? And blessings started coming. It was coming so fast, I thought I was going to die. I remember I told my mother, I think I'm going to die. She said, no, them just your blessings, right? And this is how I feel now. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so, that's what it is. But anyway, I'm about to tell y'all something else. Okay, let me tell y'all about this, right? Let me ask you this. So Martell invited all of Sheree's friends to dinner for her birthday. When they ate the meal, he said everybody got to cash app him to pay for the meal. Now, if somebody invites you somewhere and don't tell you that you got to pay for it, even though they all got money, he the one don't have the money. What do you do? And what is that called? Now, these girls is used to doing all this kind of stuff. Them housewives girls is used to doing all that kind of stuff, right? I didn't have time. I gotta watch the after show where Sheree was defending him to Sonya, right? I'm gonna watch that when I finish with y'all because she was defending him, and I know that's your dude, but you don't invite nobody nowhere, and then the bill might have been $3,000, $4,500, whatever the bill was. Because I don't know how many people was invited, and then tell them to cash app you. You don't do that. He is. Yeah, I miss being around people. At first, it was cool because it was a pandemic. I was like, "Ooh, God did that. He put me right where I needed to be, right?" But now I need to be around people. It was 15. Is that all it was? Was 1,500? I thought it was 2,000 or 3,000. It was only 1,500. And the sad part about it, Sheree probably went home. They probably went to bed and did all kind of things. I don't, because if she was defending him, she don't see nothing wrong in what he did. Now I don't think they messing around now, but at that, this was 6 months ago, I guess. I don't. Somebody look and see when her birthday is. Somebody Google Sheree's birthday. If that's all it was 1,500. See, Martell is getting karma because you messed over a good girl and you messed over your backbone. If you know you was a retard, you should never let your brains go. Yeah, he invited them. And it was his girl's birthday. It was his girl's birthday. It was Sheree's birthday. Somebody see when Sheree's birthday is. Somebody Google when Sheree's birthday is. Yeah, see when her birthday is. And I got to close these blinds. Now this is gonna be my first night in here by myself, y'all. I got to close these blinds. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I got to close the blinds. Hold on. All right, I had to close the blinds. I don't like people seeing in my house. Never have. A lot of times white folks they don't even have blinds or curtains up. You see straight through. I don't like that. Sheree keep getting these 70 January. So that's 6 months ago, like I said. So yeah, it was tacky. That's exactly what I got that in my notes. Tacky. That's exactly what it was. Like, and I understand you have let me tell you what Martell is. Because he don't have no money and probably not the kind of money that Sheree is used to, she should have kept him secret. He's the dude you mess with, don't nobody know you messing with. Y'all can speculate. But see, Kenya's such a jealous-hearted person. She started talking about it, and then she wanted to make the man. I don't like Kenya. She's just such a mean, evil girl. She ain't mean, she's evil. But Sheree should have messed with him privately. Because that's what he is. He a nice looking dude with a body, probably could do what he need to do. She should have messed with him privately. She had no business bringing him all out. You don't bring that type of nigga all out in the public to all the events. You don't do that. Yeah, daylight in the day. Yeah, she from Cleveland. She from Cleveland. They say she from Shaker, but let me tell you, uh, I really think she from Kingston. Kingston turns into Shaker. Kingston is the hood. Shaker is the suburbs. I don't know, but she's supposed to mess with him privately. You know, we all done had them dudes, or if you should have had one that you mess with privately. He don't come out. He don't bring him all out to the world. You don't go nowhere with him. You know what I'm saying? You don't do too much. His purpose is not outside, right? That's what he is. His purpose is not outside. You just have some fun with him, shoot some pool with him in the house. I think Sheree got a pool table in the basement. You know, you just have some fun with him around the house. You know, do some stuff around the house. Maybe go to the movies, go to the grocery store, something, maybe. But you don't carry him all outside like that. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Very gorgeous. Very gorgeous. And her body tight. And her body tight. You know what I'm saying? He'll meet her and embarrass her soon, bring him out. Like, yeah, I would never bring him out. You keep them type of dudes hidden. When you listen, you keep them hidden, right? And but you gotta set the rules from the beginning. I don't care no around nowhere. But I see why she did do it, because that was good TV for both of them. Because she went on his show and he came on her show. So you know that was a money move, but this is all we doing, bro. We don't do nothing else. You know, you gotta, and he younger than her. You gotta school him. You gotta tell him what's going on. You know, I mess with a youngin. My youngest son, daddy was a youngin. I was 30. He was 19. Right? And all that'll be in the book, the whole story about that. But he was obedient. Don't come over here unless I call you. My kids can't never see you. You know, it's rules to that shit, right? When I come down to your job on payday, I don't want no shenanigans with your baby mamas and all them other people. Just hand me mine, and you know, I can go on about my business, right? It's rules to that. You got to set the rules from the beginning, though. You have to set the rules from the beginning. It wasn't even a cougar, because I was young. I was only 30. But let me tell you the story, Lily Grandma. He gonna be in my book too. But let me tell you the story. I known him since he was little. When I was still a child, and he was too, right? He was one of my younger cousin's friends, and his mama was my older cousin friend, right? So I knew him. But thank you, Ponzi. But he always pressed up on me, right? Hey, little boy, go on here now, right? Then when he got grown, he really was applying pressure, and my dude just happened to be in the penitentiary, right? He kept on. I said, okay, I'm gonna call you. Don't bother me. I'm gonna bother you. I'll let you know, right? And he Ponzi no pig, and one day he caught me right. That's plain and simple. He caught me right. That was it. He caught me right. Yeah, gotta be obedient. But you know, he was good, you know, when he worked, with his paycheck and stuff like that, right? But then he started getting everybody pregnant. It was about 3 of us pregnant at the same time, child. But you know, I remember one time I went down there, he called me down there to come get some money at his job. She was a couple more motherfuckers over there waiting. I got mine first, right? Sometimes he would leave with me. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't care because I wasn't in love with him. But you know, I done did all type of shit, y'all. But yeah, he made them girls go and and I think they had their dudes with them too. Even more embarrassing. Yeah. Barbara, you right. Her name is Barbara somebody. But you know, nigga, you gotta be obedient. You can never hit the rules. You can't be, you know, you come when my kids go to sleep, you leave. I don't give a damn if it's a tornado, a typhoon, a hurricane, a snowstorm. You must leave before I get my kids up for school. They will not see you in my house. That was any man. I ain't play that with my kids, period, right? Unless you was about to be my dude. And there wasn't none of them about to be my dude. So my kids cannot see you. I didn't have dudes running all up and through my house. Not that they saw. No way. I ain't do that. And he definitely didn't know the rules. Now, if I needed some money or something, he'd come to the door and hand my older son some money. Let me tell you this funny story. So my older son knew him because his older cousin, I don't know if it was Mason or last night, his older cousin, you know, they was a little bit younger than my son, you know. But anyway, one day he brought me some money, right? So my oldest boy said, Mom, look what Pig did. He knocked on the door. Look what he gave me. I can't remember if it was a $50 bill or $100 bill. He was like, he nice, ain't he? I said, sure is, son. He is nice, ain't he? He is very nice, right? Child, please. You got to be obedient, Jack. But anyway, yeah, he made them people pay, right? Now, do y'all remember, did y'all ever watch Orange is the New Black? Did y'all watch Orange is the New Black and the one girl that looked like a hillbilly on there, the white girl? Her real name is Taryn Manning. Hey, program! Her real name is Taryn Manning, right? She went on a live and she looked like she smoked meth. I don't know what she looks horrible, right? My show too. I wanted to come back. You know another good one, T, is the British one. It's called I'm gonna go look it up and tell you. It come on Netflix too. The British one. Ooh, it's real good. I think it begin with a W. Hey Diane. Anyway, she went live, I guess it was today or yesterday, and said she was messing with a married man, and for the last 3-4 days, she'd been eating his butt. And she was getting ready to go buy him a boat. And some kind of way the wife interceded with that, right? You mean to tell me, and she looked horrible. She looked aged. She looked like she was about 55. Cause she probably country for real and real. And did y'all know? I didn't know today till I did my research. She is Peyton Manning and Eli Manning's second cousin. She their cousin. They got to say last night. She their cousin, right? That was her friend's husband? Oh, that's trifling. Oh, that's trifling. Yeah, the video up on YouTube. She was in her car looking like a old Karen. Talking about looking like an old hillbilly. She look like an old dusty hillbilly, right? That they pull up out the mud. She don't look like she been getting money because she was on, she was on Hustle and Flow. She was on what else was she on? Because I wrote that shit down because I didn't know she was on this show. She was on Sons of Anarchy. I missed her on that one. That was my show too. I don't remember her on that one, but she was on. They say she was on 8 Mile. I don't remember her on that either. But Orange is the New Black. That was my show. Yeah, she looked terrible. She looked horrible. She looked horrible, right? Like she been smoking crack. Like she ain't never stopped. Like she been on a binge, right? Meth or something. Look like I'm gonna give her meth. She got on there and said she was eating the man's ass. Now, first of all, why did we need to know that? Why did she think it was important that we knew that that's what she do? And where is this coming from? Who started this shit? Who? Me too. Me too. Allegedly, she got to be because she looked like it. That's what she looked like. She looked like she using drugs. And what I understand, people be privileged. You already come from the Manning family. You are privileged already. And that's what you can figure out to do is use drugs. I think she on meth. She looked like she on meth, for real. And talking about she was eating his butt and she was going to buy him a boat. Why would you go buy somebody a boat? You ain't got nothing else to do with your money but smoke dope and give it away to a dude whose butt you eating. It just blew me back. And to know that she was kin to them. Now you disgracing the Manning name. Them Mannings, where they live at in Boston? Where they live? They look like they live in Boston. I don't know where they live. Dallas or somewhere. You disgracing them. You disgracing them. And speaking of disgrace, what about y'all? What y'all think about Lizzo is being removed off the list? She was on the possible list of doing the halftime show. They done took her off the list. No, they gonna keep her. The show didn't, Lisa Marie, did she? Yeah, Lizzo, they done took Lizzo off the list of people who could have possibly did the halftime show, right? Now, are they convicting her before she go to court? Or, I mean, are they, what's the word, blackball, canceling her before we find out if she's guilty? Or do we think she's guilty of being mean? Because I think she's guilty of being mean. Because somebody that was going to write a book about her said she had to stop because she was unkind. That's the word she used, unkind. Right? I always thought so myself. Okay. Prayer me tomorrow. That's right. Thank you. Love you more. That's all right. That's all right. We'll see you. Now I'm probably gonna do it tomorrow, but what's tomorrow? But Thursday I'll go live. Um, yeah. Do y'all think they canceling her unfairly, or is that what she get? You know how you be like, nah, 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 nah. That's what you get. What y'all think? Yeah, they say she arrogant, but what I think is this is what I think about a lot of people who are mean when they get grown. Uh, Absolutely. That's what I said, program. That first the three girls, I didn't pay that no attention. I said they just mad because she fired them, right? But then more, it was nine of them. And then I read the article about the lady that was going to do the documentary on her. She stopped because she said she just couldn't do it. She's just too mean. I said, okay, it's true, right? Let me tell y'all what else is true. I don't know if I told y'all this before, but I'm still watching it. Y'all know they got a document, they got a series on A&E about Hugh Hefner. And I don't know why they waited till the man died. They were monsters in that Playboy Mansion. Jim Brown was a monster, Bill Cosby was a monster, and all the other men was a monster. They were monsters. And that really, Bill Cosby, I looked up to because I had an uncle who reminded me of Bill Cosby. So I always felt like Bill Cosby was kidding me. And when they first started saying he did something, I was like, they lying on that man. They ain't lying on my Uncle Bill. My Uncle Bill ain't did none of that. Y'all had no business going in his room. He ain't drugging nobody. Watching this documentary, I'm on season 2 of it because I watch it for I watch a lot of episodes and I get busy and I do something else. But watching the documentary, this is like a documentary. It's a series, but it's like a documentary because the people that used to work there and all that. They waited right till that man died, but I don't understand. They say he was powerful. Why y'all wait till he died? He was about 91 or something to tell y'all start talking about it until. That's what they say because he had all these secrets. But them men was in there monsters. They say Jim Brown would go in there and beat them girls to death. One girl had to go to the hospital. They never seen her no more. I was like, oh my God. And Jim Brown is a hero in Cleveland. He's a hero. He is a hero. You know what I'm saying? I never heard nothing bad about Jim Brown. He was an activist. They said he would go in there and whoop them bras to death. Whoop them, punch on them, break ribs. What do you? Does that get your penis hard? What do they get out of that? They said Bill would hit on them too. Mm-hmm. And Bill would have hard sex on with them. I'm guessing in their butt or something, and just go all hard on them and stuff. Cause they would be bleeding. One lady that he did it to was interviewed, said she was bleeding. So I didn't know that. He used to beat his girlfriends. Oh, wow. Yeah, I watched because first I just gonna watch it because I just what they was doing in the Playboy. Then they kept talking about they hate their mamas. That's a good one. They kept talking about Bill Cosby. So I was like, I didn't know Bill Cosby was lumped up in the mansion. But they said Bill Cosby went to the mansion 3-4 times a week. I believe the rumors everyone is getting counseled before being convicted. Yeah, I don't know if it's fair for her to be guilty before possibly being found innocent. I think it is too, but see what happened when you mean. This is what happens when you're mean, right? This is what happens. All it takes is for one person to say something, but the fact that autobiographer, that documentary person, said she had to stop. She couldn't even work with her because she's too mean. She said she was too unkind to the people. Jim Brown I didn't know he was beating his girlfriend. They said it was a black Playboy bunny. He always picked her. He would go in there and break her bones and carry on. Like, what kind of animal? That's an animal. What'd you get out of hitting a woman that hard? I don't get it. Wow. If I know you abusive, I wouldn't even date you. What is you dating for? See, I don't understand. A lot of them women went to the Playboy Mansion, even though they said they was having fun and all that and drugs and all that. But Hugh was making his girlfriends have orgies. That's probably where orgies started from. He was making them have orgies. And he would make them go pick. He would tell them and say, go get her and all that. Like, ain't that much power in the world. Not for me. Not for me. But they was cruel to them women. Women was only a piece of meat. And then one of the girlfriends and a lot of them ladies was saying, it was cool when they was in a Playboy Mansion and they was, yeah. And they was you know, the pictures was in the Playboy real tasteful and all that. But they had always took naked pictures, but they didn't show them to the world. So when they sold part of the Playboy or the Playboy magazine or whatever, the pictures went on the internet, on the porn sites, and they said they didn't protect them. I like the Calvin Lockhart and Fred Williamson. Yeah, I like the both of them. You know, I tell you who I like, Shaft, Richard Roundtree. I like Richard Roundtree now. He ain't dead, is he? Did he die? He ain't dead. I like Mr. Richard, the real head of my city, also because he went to school there, pulled out all this. What city is that? Where, Lisa Marie? He beat up on Brenda Skies actress he was dating. She was small and petite. How? Yeah, it wasn't that many, but that's why Bill Cosby went there all the time. That was his boy. They was best friend, good friends, best friends, some kind of friends, right? And you had Camille, poor Camille, just sitting there looking like she don't know nothing. Camille had to know that her husband was an animal, and it hurt my feelings because I always looked up to Bill Cosby. Oh, Syracuse. Oh, okay. He went to college there. Is that where he went to college at? Yeah, it wasn't that many of us in there because they wanted. Well, the one girl said, that other girl said, you had to be blind. You had to dye your hair blind, and you had to weigh a certain weight. He was like a pimp for real. Well, they went to the mansion. They went to the mansion on the you know, they would pick them on the pretense of being a playmate. You know, Playboy was initially girl next door. She wasn't butt naked, or she was a little naked. You know what I'm saying? The girl next door, and you got good money for that, right? And it launched their careers and stuff, right? But then they get them in there and get them hooked on drugs. So now you can't go nowhere. You want to be you in there. Child. Carmelo who? Anthony? You think she's a voyeur? Because I'm like, Camille had to have known. If my husband's at the Playboy, my husband can't, first of all, my husband can't go to the Playboy Mansion 3 or 4 times a week. That's first off. And Camille been sitting there like the good wife all these years. So you think she's a voyeur? Oh. Yeah, because he probably was real weird and kinky. Because they said he would be plumbing, he would be plowing through them bras. Painfully plowing through them. Till they bleed. Carmelo Anthony was in there too. He was too young for that, wasn't he? Dude, she look creepy. She looked creepy. I gotta look at it again. I thought she was so cute. Little lady with the little gray hair. I thought she was cute. I got the now. I'm gonna have me looking. You're gonna have me analyzing Camille. Because I had Camille. Listen, you could have told me nothing about Camille and Bill. Better not talk about my uncle. No, you better not. Better not talk about him. Mm-mm. So you think Camille, now that's it. You always give me a different perspective. That's because we, you know, got that wisdom. Always give me a different perspective. Now I'm about to believe you. Have you read the book? You read the book already. Somebody just told me they had the book. She told me she had the book. I'm anxious to read the book. I tried to go on Audibles, but they ain't got it on Audibles. The book that Steve Harvey's wife's ex-husband wrote. I want to see what he got to say because he act like he got a lot to say. You ain't read it yet, okay? And he act like he got a lot to say, you know, like he gonna expose something. I want to know what he talking about. Yeah, not my Uncle Bill, baby. No, I had an Uncle Jim. My Uncle Jim, he's my last uncle left this earth. He died just right after I came to Charlotte. Reminded me of Bill Cosby. You halfway through it. Is he exposing any tea? Can I get a tidbit of tea? It's good. So give me some tea, T. Give me a little bit. What are you talking about, y'all? What is it that we need to know? What is the tea on there? That what's her name? What is her name? The Steve Harvey wife. I forgot her name. What's her name? Was she a hoe? Did it come out? I thought they were trying. No, it's out. The book is out. They got it. T got it. You had to get on his website. Oh, you can't get it out of Barnes and Noble or nowhere like that? Because I know it wasn't on Audible. And I was going to look on my different library cards to see if any of the libraries had it. I got a Cleveland card. I got a Charlotte card. I got an Atlanta card. Program knowing, though. What's the T program? Is it Marjorie? That's her name, Marjorie. They took it off Amazon? Shut up. Steve got some power like that. He hasn't exposed Marjorie all the way, but it is juicy storytelling. He had a match with Trump's fake. That's what they said. Trump was there too. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. Juicy storytelling. So give me one thing Marjorie did. Lord, what? I'm going to get it because I was looking for it. When T told me she had it, I started looking for it, but I didn't look on my library. Your order was canceled? Really? What is he? Why y'all don't want the man? The man been in the penitentiary 20 years. What he do? How much time he do? 25, 20, 15? Let that man get some money. You gotta. He is very descriptive. Okay. I got to get it. I got to see about it. I'll give me a little change to get situated. I got to get it because it seems like an interesting read. I love reading books, but I was trying to listen to it. So if they got it blocked on Amazon, it might not even be in the library then. There's nothing about her that needs blocking yet, in my opinion. Okay. But exposed to what, though? She was a woman with the man. He sold dope. What to me, the exposure's already been out. You had babies by cousins or brothers or something. That's enough exposure. I thought the one that wrote the book was the one that did the interview. Yeah, that's the one that did the interview, the one that wrote the book. But I'm saying the fact that you had was with two cousins or two best friends or whatever, that tells a lot. Hey Robin, thank you. But listen, the fact that she did that's but you older, you do a lot of stuff when you're younger. Some people, you know what I'm saying? You do stuff. You do stuff. That's all I'm gonna say. I just told you I had a baby with my little cousin, friend. Yeah, you do stuff. You know what I'm saying? She's a different person now. She in her 50s, so hopefully she's a different person now. She's about 60. She's a different person now. You know what I'm saying? Because at first I was like, what is he writing the book about? Oh, she dated him and two of his cousins. See, I thought it was him and a cousin. Oh, she did 3 peoples in the founding. Oh, she was a drug girl. Well, listen, we all know the story. I mean, if you ever been out there, you already know this. You already know that she was involved with that. Now, I know they ain't trying to hide that part. If your dude was a kingpin, I ain't talking about just no regular corner dude, street, if he was a kingpin, he was involved. Oh, he ain't related to them. Oh, see, I thought that she slept with him and his cousin. Oh, she did. She had kids by the other cousins. Oh, some other folks that was cousins. Okay, got it. Yeah, well, listen, Marjorie. And at that time in the 80s and 90s, everybody dude sold dope. If you was out there, everybody's dude sold dope, right? So listen, I was locked up with a whole bunch of bras. I didn't get locked up for dope, but I was locked up with a whole bunch of bras that they do sold dope. All of them was in there under the RICO Act, right? Mama, grandmama, daughter, son, everybody's in there under the RICO Act. Yeah, well, she definitely trained her. She like Kris Jenner. She like Kris Jenner. I ain't mad at Kris Jenner. Kris Jenner a hell of a pimp. I ain't mad at her. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at her. I really ain't mad with Marjorie and Lori. What I am a little upset about is more so Steve than her, because Steve adopted her. You got all your other kids at home that you ain't doing right by, so they say, right? And then you gave her your name. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little upset about that, but she had her own clientele. Marjorie? Well, listen, y'all. She gives me, okay, I'm going to tell y'all something. She gives me old hoe vibes. Not hoe. Upscale hoe vibes. She gives me that. Because she likes the green eyes. They liked her. And I think she got a funny kind of walk, right? So she gives me old hoe vibes. You know what I'm saying? And if you was messing with her, once they said she was messing with the nigga and he was a kingpin, I already know what it was. You a street girl. You was a street girl. It's okay. Ain't nothing to be ashamed of. That a lot of them did. I was with one that became his own best customer. We exposed in the book. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought she was bow-legged. So, bow-legged, light-skinned, green eyes, niggas like that. She was top commodity. especially in them days when niggas were still in love with the light-skinned girls. So, she did what she was supposed to do, in my opinion. You get with the nigga with the money, which was the drug dealers in the 80s and 90s. You get with the drug dealer, right? That's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? When he go to jail, you used to that lifestyle. So what else you gonna do? Sell pussy. That's the natural order of things. Unless you know how to hustle yourself, and she don't look like she know how to hustle herself. Yeah, she don't look like she know how to hustle. You know what I'm saying? That didn't happen to me a couple times. I didn't ever sell no pussy, but I know how to hustle. You know what I'm saying? So, and she probably thought she was too pretty. A lot of girls like that, that's what they know best, to lay on their back. They know that best. Yeah, I ain't mad at it either. I don't know why they try to hide. I don't know why they try to hide that. That was the scene in the 80s and 90s. That was it. I don't know what the big deal. Yeah. I don't know what you're trying to hide that. Why y'all trying to block that man paper? I don't like that. Steve is rich as hell. Why you trying to block that man money? Because we know your wife was a hoe. She looked like a hoe. Ain't nothing wrong with that. She used to be a hoe in the 90s. That's okay. She hustled. Okay. See what I'm saying? No big deal. Everybody did. Yeah. I ain't mad at her. But I'm just saying, a lot of times the natural progression, if you've been with a hustler and you can't hustle, you might, and you pretty and look like that, you might do what you do. Or trick niggas or something. You know what I'm saying? You doing something out there, right? I'm not mad at her, and I never understood, because I thought, well, I didn't know what was it that she was doing that y'all didn't want to block the book. Why would you want to block the book? Why would you want to block I don't get that. Because whatever you did in your 20s and 30s, I hope to God you ain't doing it in your 50s and 60s. That's called evolution. It's called getting grown. Like, I think that's a hater move to block that man money, especially he done sat in jail for all them years. How long was he in jail program? How long? Because it seemed like he was in there 20 years or 25 or something. I don't know, but it seemed like he was in jail a long time. She was with Jimmy, so she was going up from there. Yeah. Listen, I don't know why they try to block it. I just think that's a hater move to try to block that. And Steve's my guy. 27. Ooh, I thought it was 20. He did 27 years. Ooh, my God. Let that man have some money. Now, that's wrong. That's dead wrong. That's dead wrong. Dead wrong. See, they ain't smart. And I thought Steve better. Listen, she could have got ahead of that and said just what I just said. I was younger. I was in the life. I was in the street. Blah, 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 blah. No big deal. Okay, now y'all, I'm about to go, y'all, too, because I got to fix me something to eat. Yeah, let him make his money. The man has sat in jail 27 years. If he told all the secrets, let him tell. He done served 27 years. That was most of his life. Half of it anyway. Let that man make him some money. That's what I'm about to say. They should have got ahead of the story. That's all they had to do. Then he come out with it. Listen, everybody could have been fair. You know what I'm saying? Let that man eat. He got a little baby plate. Let him eat. Let him fill his plate up. Now, let me tell you something. Sounds like another one, I wish we could get him. Somebody, if he go down to Atlanta, somebody make a movie out of it, because that's what they do down there. Me either, Sheila. Wasn't gonna say it, but since you said it, me either. She ain't did nothing to me. I just don't. I don't know why. I just don't. Because I think now I'm gonna whisper this. I think if something happened to Steve, she would leave him. That's what I think. Yeah, of course she was. Of course she was. Yeah, of course she was. Something else I want to tell you. Oh, let me tell y'all this before I go. And I'm so glad. I hope I don't offend any dog lovers or anybody on here. Publix has stopped letting people bring their dogs in the grocery store. Dog ain't got no business in the grocery store. And I'm so tired of people saying it's my emotional support dog. When I watched that one show in the Hamptons, the black people in the Hamptons, the black girl came with her dog. You didn't ask to bring that dog in his house? Hair all over the place? Okay, night-night. She seems to be a little fake. Now that's a story. See, yeah. That's right. That's right. That's right. The dog should not be in the grocery store. The dog should not be in a restaurant. And if you need an emotional support dog to go everywhere, well, like that girl, she got on my nerves on that show. I can't think of that show. If they was in the Hamptons, the black people. I can't think of the name of it. She got on my nerves with that dog. And then she wanted everybody to be cool with the dog. He's shitting over there, hair over here. Like, get him out of here. And the one girl pushed her and she left and couldn't come back on the show because nobody went. I don't want to be around a dog in your house. If I go on vacation, I don't want your dog walking around me sniffing. And then y'all tell me he ain't gonna bite. I don't want him around me. I don't want him licking and sniffing all around on me. Called the Moxie and then that dog shut up. I don't want your dog all around. My sister did that one year. She got a little cute little white little kind of dog. I don't. He might have been a Pomeranian. I don't know what he was. He was a little something, right? You if Christmas is at my house or Thanksgiving, you bring him over my house. He knew when a baby peeing all over. I was pissed with her because she wouldn't want me to disrespect her house. Why you think it's cool to disrespect mine? I don't want no goddamn dog in my house. And for years, every time you go over there, he still probably do it now. He got to go sit down. I forgot his name. Might be Cha-Cha, I think. I forgot his name. He always trying to bite on you and all that. I don't like that. That's what I'm saying. I used to ask people, did he tell you he wasn't going to bite? How you know? Did he tell you he wasn't going to bite you? He wasn't going to bite me? How you know that? Well, I'm getting hungry, y'all. Listen, y'all. Y'all been a blessing to me today. Y'all been a blessing to me today. If you got here late, you'll understand if you watch the replay. Y'all been a blessing to me today. Got to tell y'all. I won't be here tomorrow, but I'll be Thursday because I got to tell y'all about the orientation. Yeah. My youngest never let my oldest dog in. No, I don't belong in there. Go outside. Anyway, love y'all, Jack Squad. Love y'all. That's all I got to say is love y'all. And stay safe. Noon tomorrow, corporate prayer for me. Did I get this job? All right. See y'all.